Good evening, friends, and welcome to Her Majesty blog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social development through women empowerment. My name is Unke, and I will be your host for tonight. And on this particular show called It Is Within Her, we chat to amazing, trailblazing women at the forefront of pageants, from queens to organizers to princesses to directors, everyone in the mix, as they let us in on what it's like to be purposeful and pioneering women. This evening, we are chatting to the stunning, absolutely stunning Matshidiso Mokgotho, and she is the reigning Miss Regal International South Africa first princess. We cannot wait to chat to her and, of course, find out more about her journey and everything else in the mix. And there's a lot going on. Oh my gosh, I actually wish that I had more time to make all these announcements, but so much is going on. Congratulations to Gugu Maisela for being crowned Miss Teen World South Africa. Not even South Africa, for being crowned Miss Teen World. Hey, I shouldn't get that one wrong. She is Miss Teen World, literally the world queen, and we are so proud of her. I love Gugu so much. I just saw Jazzy. Hi, Jazzy. I met Gugu when I was emceeing Miss Dream Chaser South Africa, and she is a phenomenal young woman. Beautiful too. We cannot wait for her to land back home so we can start with all the welcoming parties and everything else in the mix. So let us wait for Tidi to send us a request to join the live. Hi, Tidi. Hi, Momo. Hi, Real. Getting Real with Simi. Oh, that's a nice Instagram name. Hi, Billy Brown SA. Oh, hi, Jazzy. I mentioned you, but I forgot to say hi. Okay, Tidi has sent the request. Let me accept it. Hey, what's going on? Which one is this one? Don't know how to use Instagram anymore. Tidi, please send me the request again. All of a sudden, I forgot how to use Instagram Live. Interesting. Oh, there. I should accept it. Hi, Tidi.
Hi,
How are
how are
you?
you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Oh my gosh, your hair looks so nice. Like,
Thank
not a good
you.
quality wig, my dear. Like, I can see it from
Thank you so much. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. So, let's get the show on the road, like I said. So I'm going to ask you a couple of icebreaker questions. So it's a
Okay.
game, and so the name of the game
Okay.
is One Must Go. Ne?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you, like, I'm going to give you two options, and between the two of them, you need to tell me which one must go and which one must stay.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's do that.
Number one, Miss Universe and Miss World.
Why?
Which one must go? Actually, that's interesting. Which one must go? Miss Universe, Miss World.
Miss Universe must go. I think I'd choose Miss World.
Okay, why?
Um, I don't know. I think for me, it has so much to do with beauty with a purpose, you know? It has so much to do with more of like the inner beauty, what you bring to the table, what you want to change. So yeah, definitely Miss World.
Okay, Miss South Africa, Mrs. South Africa.
Ooh. um, Either or, whenever the time is right. Whenever the time is right.
Okay.
But honestly, if the time is right now as a Miss, I'd definitely pick Miss South Africa. But if it's not my time now,
Eh,
then we'll try when I'm a Mrs. one day.
okay, all right. Great stuff. And then crown or sash?
Whew. Um, I like crowns. I
Eh,
would say crown. Crowns are
mhm.
oh, A crown is a crown, you know, it has that thing that just makes you feel like, okay, yeah, I've worked for this, I've really done well for this. So yeah, I think crown.
Yeah, I think we should take that one out actually. The most thing, if she's watching, we should take that one out because I feel like everyone is gonna say crown because crown has
Yeah,
that thing of a
you
pageant
know,
one. You know, it's such as there, but wearing something
the
on your
crown.
head just sets off a theme,
It just it tells a different story.
right? It really does.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us once again. Let's get to the real interview now. Let's not play. Real interview. Please tell us more about yourself. Who is Matshidiso Mokgotho? Where do you come from? What do you do for a living? All that good stuff.
Okay, so I'm Matshidiso Mokgotho. I am 26 years old. I am from Springs in Ekurhuleni, which is in Gauteng. I was born and raised there, you know, primary school. I went to high school there. And then when it was time to further my studies, I moved to Pretoria, where I'm currently living now. So I went to the University of Pretoria, where I chose to study nursing. So I've got a bachelor's degree in nursing. And I currently work in a community health center in Mamelodi, which is here in Pretoria. And yeah, like my journey from actually being a nurse has changed me so much, and it actually inspired me to join pageantry, you know. Just by working with the community, like you get to learn so much about other people and yourself. So yeah, that's Matshidiso as a whole.
You're also a model. Please tell us about the modeling side of things. I saw you rubbing shoulders with the big people. You know, I stalked your profile, actually.
Right.
So I saw when you took part in, I think it was a hair competition, and you're one of the models with Orapele Mudutle and all the big people. So I'm like, girl, look at you. Yes.
That was actually a very like that was a big moment, honestly. But yes, I'm a part-time model. So I started modeling in 2020. You know, it's always been something I wanted to do. But I do it part-time because I'm a full-time nurse. If I could do it full-time, I definitely would do it full-time. But I love both, honestly, equally. So yeah.
Ah, amazing stuff. So I was about to ask you, where do you find the time being to be pursuing the modeling side of things and working? You know, when he sent you a request to do this live, the one thing
Yeah.
I was afraid of was the nurse working hours.
Right.
Like, I'm
Right.
going to be, but I wasn't sure where you're working, so I was waiting for the interview itself. So how do you juggle everything and still be active in pageantry? Oh,
It's a lot. Like honestly, it's a lot. But I feel like if you want to make the time, you make the time. You know, you make time for things that are important to you. So as much as like 90% of my time I'm at work, but that 10% when I can do something in modeling, I definitely jump, you know, and I really reach for the opportunity. So juggling both has just been awesome because, you know, time management, it teaches you so much about time management and how like, yeah, you know. So
uh,
for me, I love both. If I can do both for the rest of my life, I definitely would.
amazing stuff. And you are doing it already. Why is it I'm doing both for the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
Let's
And
change the yeah.
what do you do to relax?
To relax, I'm definitely with my family. Like, anyone who knows me knows that like I go home a lot, you know, because I don't really get time to spend a lot with them. You know, most of the time I'm here in Pretoria, I'm working, or I'm judging a pageant, or I'm part of a pageant. Then there's training, there's workshops. So when I do have that time, like to myself, I just want to go home, be with my parents, be with my family. It's my peace, you know. It's that time where I'm like, okay, I can be just me and just really like be me.
Great stuff. And you mentioned that you started modeling in 2020, but where did the pageantry journey begin for you? When and where?
Yeah, so you know, as a young girl, we like I think we all sort of were watching Miss South Africa growing up. We were watching all of these, you know, modeling shows,
All of them.
you know, and I've always like aspired to be like them. But I think my parents were very strict. So I tried, you know, I entered a modeling competition somewhere in like primary school, I think towards the end of primary school. And I think I won first princess. And my dad was just like, it's great, but school comes first. So no, he literally just cut it out. And but I thank my parents, honestly, education is what comes first, honestly. So once I was actually done with school, I graduated in 2019. 2020, I was like, I'm definitely now going for my pageantry world. So in 2020, I decided I'm going to join Miss Boxburg, not knowing anything. I had never walked, I've never talked, but I was like, I'm definitely going to do this because I want to do this.
2020 was actually a big year for you. Wow.
Like,
So you entered your first pageant, you won it, and you also had your first modeling gig, and you killed it.
imagine, like, and everything just changed after that, honestly. And I think it all started with the mindset. It was literally just me saying, I think I want to do this. I think I'm ready. I think I'm mature enough to
Mm.
start. So I think this is my time. And I just entered. I took a leap of faith and I just entered. And I'm grateful. Like, I'm so grateful that I got that opportunity. I'm grateful that I won. I'm grateful that, I learned so much just from that. As much as it was a stepping stone, but I learned so much from Miss Boxburg.
Oh, that's really amazing. And you won the Public Choice Award as well. So clearly the people love you.
We try, yes, but no, definitely. I think I won a couple of awards that night. I think it was the overall winner. It was Public Choice, it was Best Dressed, Best Catwalk, and Community Service as well. So, stole the show, stole the show.
Absolutely, you really stole it. And who would you say is your biggest pageant role model?
Role model. So, to be quite honest, while I was like in my teenage years when I was still wanting to become a model, I remember when I was watching Miss South Africa, I think it was in 2010 when Bokang Manjani was crowned. And I'm watching with my mom, and when she won, my mom was like, but she looks like you. Like, she really looks like you? So that just changed my whole life. Honestly, after that, I was like, okay, but if she looks like me and she's doing so much, why can't I? I mean, why can't I do what she's doing? And I started following her even till today. I love her so much. I haven't met her, unfortunately, but I love her so much. I look up to her. She still inspires me. And, she inspired me to join this space. So I definitely look up to her a lot.
Amazing stuff, which explains why you entered Miss South Africa this year. I was watching your video. Congratulations on actually taking that leap of faith. How does it actually feel? Sometimes when you put out things on the internet, I know we come on to the show every single week and talk too much, and this stays on the internet, right? You understand
Yeah,
that this internet stays on the internet. So from
forever.
someone else, how does it feel to just jump in and say that I'm doing this Miss South Africa thing?
Honestly, it was very scary. It's always scary, especially because of the internet and how there's so much negativity. But honestly, I was just like, I feel like it's my time. I'm just going to take the leap of faith.
Mhm.
I took the leap of faith, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. But that means it just wasn't my time at the time. So I know definitely my time will come. If it's not Miss South Africa, it will be Mrs. South Africa, Miss Universe, Miss World. But it's scary, but you
Mhm.
overcome it.
You really do. And if there's one person who knows about timing is you. I mean, 2020, that's like a year to reflect back on it. So that God, I know you do your thing, so I'll wait for my time.
You know,
Yeah,
God has us. God's got us, honestly.
great stuff. And are you part of an agency or pageant coaching and anything of that sort, or you teach yourself everything?
I'm currently not. I'm currently not signed with any agency. But with each pageant that I enter, there's like coaches and there's mentors. So I'm fortunate, like enough, because I try, get close to them so that I can learn as much from them. But currently I'm not signed. But I was recently scouted, actually. I was recently scouted from Instagram. So I'm still thinking about signing with someone, but maybe in the near future, yeah.
Right. Yeah. We've interviewed a couple of ladies on the show, of course, who have indicated how important it is to be part of an agency. So I just wanted to know from you how you learned. For someone out there who's never entered a pageant, want to know where to start. Should I just go for it or things like that? But thank you for giving us the other perspective, which is use the opportunities that you have at your disposal, right?
Definitely, definitely. I feel so. I think if there is someone that you can get close to who is in the industry, who has more experience than you, then use them, really get close to them. Ask them all the questions. Ask them, how do I talk? How do I walk? What do I say? I think people are actually willing to help. We just need to ask for the help.
Yeah, yeah, you're actually
Mm.
right. Thank you so much for that. And congratulations once again on being crowned the first princess, Miss Regal International South Africa, one of the biggest pageants in the country, actually. How has the journey been so far?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Sometimes when I think of my pageant experience so far, I'm just like, what? Like, is this me? Is this really, really me? But Miss Regal has really been amazing, just from the directors. It's been an amazing journey so far. Unfortunately, it is coming to an end soon. Um,
Hey, hey.
But yeah, it all has to come to an end eventually. But it's been fun, I've learned a lot. And I think I went into it with the aim of wanting to raise awareness about gender-based violence, especially because I work around it so much. I see it so much from work. So I was just like, this is definitely an organization I want to join.
Great stuff. And as the first princess, what are some of your duties within the pageant?
Okay, well, so you like in general, as a first princess, obviously, if the winner can't, fulfill her duties, you sort of have to help in that. But I think when you get chosen, as a top three, they see something in you. So I feel like as the top three, the winner, the first princess, and the second princess, you guys basically you need to motivate, you need to empower, you need to uplift, you need to encourage. And that's what it's all about. So I've been actually getting a lot of DMs. Ever since I started, I've been getting a lot of DMs from girls and guys, just asking about different things, some it's just like personal things, and it's nice just to motivate and just to encourage someone from a personal level and from like my personal experience.
With everything. Yes, we asked this question and we approached you for the interview because you are an amazing woman. And we asked the question because most of the time we see the first princess and second princess actually falling in the background during the year of rain. So we wanted to know your personal experience and how you brought your purpose as Matshidiso Mokgotho onto the pageant, even though you are the first princess. So thank you so much for that answer. And thank you for answering all the DMs when you get the time because,
Like,
wow, it's overwhelming for you. It can be overwhelming for the young girl who's sitting at home thinking, "Oh, I like her, but I want to DM her." So it's really important. Thank you.
yeah,
Do you see yourself being a mentor, a pageant mentor in the future?
I do. I really, really do. I actually see myself being a pageant director, an organizer. I definitely want to go into that space. I really see myself doing bigger things. I think it just baby steps. I think baby steps. I've been talking to some people. So hopefully in the near future. Hopefully in the near future.
Who have you been talking to? Who are you talking to? Tell us.
We can't reveal.
Okay, so then if you had the chance to be the director of one of the teen pageants in the country at the moment, which one would you go for?
I'm not too familiar.
Eh, eh.
Um, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Hey, I'm not too sure.
Or let me not say teen, let me say any pageant then, any pageant. The world is your oyster.
I think for now, I think a pageant I've been looking at, and I don't know why, but I've really been eyeing, is Miss
Eh.
Igoli for some reason. I've been eyeing it, and I'm like, okay, I think I'd like to like get into, not just as a competitor, but direct, like,
Exactly.
background, be more in the background, get into the nitty-gritty, and yeah, maybe, but I like it. I really like it.
Okay, so I should forward you Mpho's numbers, ne? Mpho is the CEO.
Definitely, definitely.
Great stuff. And I was about to ask you actually, where do you see yourself in the next 5, 6 years or so in terms of pageantry? You want to enter, you want to direct. Like, how do you see your life moving forward in pageantry?
Yeah, so I definitely see myself directing. I would love to have my own, pageant one day, and just, take young girls and young boys under my wing and just teach them what I've learned. I've learned so much just from past 2 years, and you can just imagine over like 5 years or so. So I'd definitely love to do that.
Great stuff. You speak like a leader. It's just amazing. Like I was saying that to Miss, there's something about Miss Box. Last week Thursday, I was interviewing the reigning Miss Boxburg, like literally recently crowned Miss Boxburg, and she sounded
Yeah.
like such a leader. And I'm like, girl, are you the president? You're so calm and collected and you're doing your thing. It's so amazing. So all the best with everything in the future. And you
Thank you.
said you mentioned that you work for a community center.
Yes.
What is some of the work that you are involved in? And you also mentioned that that has helped you in pageantry as well. Can you please elaborate between your work as a nurse, where you work right now, and pageantry? How do you make sure that you continue to be the amazing community builder that you are?
Okay, so in 2019, when I actually started, when I got placed in the community center, I was very overwhelmed because I'm like, why couldn't I just be in a nice hospital? But that's where you get the most exposure, and that's where your eyes become open, because now you start to see what's really, really going on in the world, the people that are struggling, the healthcare system, what's really going on in our economy. And from that, it really opened my eyes. And as a nurse, when I was working there between 2019 and 2020, I got to see how young girls and young boys actually want us, the young leaders, to motivate them instead of older people. They would come to the clinic, but they're scared to talk to older nurses, but they'd rather talk to you as someone who's young. So I was like, okay, but I mean, if this person's comfortable to talk to me, then that means there's a platform for me to actually talk to them and their friends and the rest of them. Um, so I tried joining the school health. We've got a school health department where we go out. It's a campaign where we go out, we give vaccines, to young learners, which is, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful just interacting with them, because they look up to you so much. They're always so excited to see you. They think you're doing so amazing and you're so overwhelmed at work and you're just like, but you inspire them so much and they really open up to you. So from that, I was like, okay, pageantry has transformed so much. It's not just about beauty, but it's about, what you can do, how you can change someone else's life. So I was definitely like, okay, I think I can go into this space, with the motive of, let me try actually, change someone else's life and just see, if I can change one person's life or if I can give one person hope, my job is done, honestly.
Right. Ah, amazing
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my gosh. Like, sometimes you sit and you want to make change and you struggle to think, what can I do? What can I do? But it really starts with what you want to be. I'm sure when you said, hi, my name is Matshidiso, I want to be a nurse, you didn't know that one day was going to like have all those ripple effects literally on your life, which is really amazing. And do you see yourself having your own foundation?
Right.
Sorry to add on to the things that you
Yeah,
need to.
like I have no idea, honestly.
Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Oh, oh, okay. Yes, I was saying that. Do you see yourself having your own foundation one day?
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about in all the 100 things that I want to do. There's so many things that I want to do, you know. But I was talking to my little brother actually, because my little brother's studying marketing. And he was asking me like, but why don't you like try, you know, have a foundation, you know? And I'm like all of these things are in your mind. It's just about implementing. It's about getting the time to actually implement, you know. But if I can, not if I can, when I do it, you know, you'll definitely, you know.
I
But
was saying
it's surely coming.
it's surely coming. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'll try to pause a bit because the network is behind me. So I'll try to pause a bit after you answer so I can go in afterwards.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Yes. I was saying someone on the comments is saying that I'm asking you difficult questions. It's not a difficult question. She can look at her. She's handling it. Come on.
They're feeling for me. Mwah.
Handle it. Because now I'm thinking I'm asking you about a foundation. I was asking about directorship and a pageant. So I'm adding on to your assignments in life. Like I'm
You
adding
know,
on.
you're actually you're making me think about the things that I want to do actually. So you're helping. You're helping me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And oh, October. The month of October in healthcare is huge. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's also infant loss, baby and infant loss awareness month.
Mm,
That is actually a lot,
a
especially for
lot.
someone who's working in healthcare. What are you doing to make a mark anywhere, at any time during the month? Just anything.
So yeah, in October, you know, October is a very big month. But we're mostly not that we're not focused on mental health. Like for us, mental health is throughout the year. Mental health is one of those things that have been highlighted and emphasized so much. But this month we've mostly been focusing on just promoting and screening for cervical cancer, you know. So just for the ladies to go get their pap smears, you know, educating every 3 years, symptoms, signs and symptoms, you know, treatments, things like that. But also, like I said, joining the campaign with the school development, you know. So that was really cool to go out because we're giving HPV vaccines to the younger girls. So that's awesome, and it's something, you know, it's something that you're working on, you know, to make a change and to prevent them from getting cervical cancer. So yeah.
Man, I love your life. Like you're living in so much. Oh my. That's why you're glowing. You know, when you live in purpose every day, you glow like this guy.
Like, we're trying. We're
And
definitely trying.
definitely. And speaking of glowing and living your purpose, one day, what would you like to be remembered as?
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. To be honest, right? Um, in all that I do, you know, in all that I do and what I am, I just want to be remembered as someone who's humble, who showed kindness and who's respectful, you know. I feel like if one day people, if someone was to speak about me and they're like, oh, Titi, the one that's kind, the one that's humble, I'm done, you know. As much as I want to change the world, but I feel like showing kindness to someone goes such a long way in their life, you know. So definitely just a kind, humble, respectful young lady.
Ah, look at that. Look at that. So amazing. Thank you so much for that answer, so profound. And lastly, you know, before I waste any more time, our signature question, what does
Yeah.
beauty mean?
So I think, you know, my definition of beauty has grown and transformed and changed so much from when I was younger. Because, you know, when you were younger, it's just all about the physical, the outer appearance, the hair, the lashes, the nails, you know. But once I actually, you know, let me not say got older, but once I grew, and especially when I got into the pageant world, you know, you start to see that it's not really all about that physical, you know, it's just about characteristics, it's about, you know, quality of a person, you know. I was actually having a conversation with my colleague one day, and we were just talking about how when someone's beautiful on the inside, automatically on the outside they become beautiful. You know, you start to only see positivity. You don't see their nose or their wrinkles. You just start to see them in a different light. So if we can all aspire to be beautiful people on the inside, it's done. You are beautiful.
You are beautiful. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that answer. Okay, now it sounded like I have an echo. Maybe Instagram is trying to kick us out because over the time.
No, thank you so much for this interview, honestly.
No, you're most welcome. And thank you so much for your time. It's been really amazing. We wish you all the best for the future, of course. And please enter Miss South Africa again next. I loved watching your video so much. Like, please enter again. We'd really love to see you on that bigger platform, of course, and all the best with everything else in between.
Thank you so much. I definitely will enter. I will enter. It's not over. It's just the beginning. But I know my time will come. So definitely. Thank you so much, and you're so beautiful.
Thank you. 2020. Here we come. Yeah, 2020. Next year.
You know. Yes.
Bye. Have a great evening.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We have so many pageants entering. I saw Miss Heritage, I saw Miss Youth Nationals, and which other one? Yeah, so many pageants entering the live tonight. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I said we have an announcement at the end of the show, right? Yes, we have a huge announcement. Once again, guys, you've been nominated at the Mr. and Miss Municipalities of South Africa organization, or the pageant. Yeah, somewhere there. It's a pageant, but it's also an organization. So they announced their finalists for the finale on the 26th of November last week. And then today, of course, they announced that they will be having awards and we've been nominated. Yay! It is Within Her series has been nominated, and we are truly, truly grateful for the opportunity, and we cannot wait to bag one more award for the year, right? Let's do this. But all the info on voting and everything else will be out by next week, I hope so. Yes, so we'll make another big announcement. I just couldn't wait today. I couldn't leave this live without mentioning it. But we'll make another big announcement once all the info is out. But all in all, thank you so much, guys. Like I said right now to TD, we sit right here and do these shows every single week, and they remain on the internet. Someone out there is watching them, which is really scary. And someone out there is loving what we are doing. So thank you once again from myself, Onke, and the rest of the team. Good night and take care. Bye-bye.